Alright, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Hajime no Ippo, episode 50.
The big 5-0.
5-0. And we are probably finishing up the Volg versus Ippo fight.
Yes.
Volg took a huge gut punch from Ippo's half-executed gazelle punch.
Right. Yeah, a little drawn-out gazelle.
Or it might have been correct as far as Ippo needed it to be. Like, he might have intentionally gone for the lower...
Sure,
lower,
get under
punch.
his guard.
Yeah.
But it lifted Volg into the air.
Yeah!
But at least he didn't go down, so...
Yeah, he hasn't gone down yet.
Like,
gravity hasn't taken effect at this moment in time.
They kind of left us hanging there.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, but Ippo's probably going to win. Like...
yeah, we've predicted since the beginning that we've been rooting for Volg in a lot of ways, because not only has Ippo won almost, like, he has won every match he's gone up against since he started his professional career, but Volg specifically has a very endearing story, and we want to see him succeed and have hot soup with his mom. So that's a big deal, but there's bigger fish to fry ahead of Volg. True. So and the tide of battle has turned. It has turned.
Like, saying we think Ippo's going to win, it's not like, because of course, Ippo's probably going to win. The show's about Ippo and whatnot. But like it's gotten past that point where it's like, yes, this is Ippo's game now.
For sure.
Yeah.
So let's see probably the end of the fight and what goes on post-fight. So yeah, without further ado, y'all, let's get into it now.
Sayaso, ukai o kikanai de. Risketai, girigiri no shobu de. Get to life, jikan no kikanai de. Sore ga start away. I want this only. Sagashi motomeru. Nakate. Entrance gone to you.
Something to convey.
Oh,
all right.
Do you convey it with fists?
Oh, he's still up.
Yeah, but man. Oh, sure.
So it was intentional. Holy crap. Oh!
Oh,
they can barely move.
Yeah.
Oh! Oh, this is amazing. Gaaahhh! Oh.
All right.
They're still having their mental telepathic conversation. Whoa.
Dang.
Wow. 5 knockdowns. Oh my gosh.
That is insane.
Okay. He's getting back up. Here we go. Of course he is. Oh, how long has it been?
Come on. You can do it.
Oh. No, he's out of time. I mean, hopefully time stopped right here and he's... Yeah. Oh. Oh my god.
The cry of the wolf.
Oh.
Yeah! Come on, get up!
He's going to get up. It shows him submerged in the snow, the same that he's like submerged in this ring, you know?
Yep.
Come on! Wow!
All right.
I don't speak Japanese. What did you just say? Oh, they got the full music on. Let's go. Oh, their punches are so slow. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, they're starting to root for him. He's got this like just
You can do this. You can do this.
It's gonna ring the bell and save him. Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Wow! The fight is still going. Ah!
Oh boy. Oh boy.
No, he was about to.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do I do here? Yeah. Oh, here we go.
What are you gonna do, Coach?
Oh, he's got the green eyes too.
He's on the hunt.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. He's gonna trust in his boxer too.
Good willpower, yeah.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
You know, because Volg is the well,
yeah, there's still room for another reversal. Oh crap, we're getting exposited. I don't know. I'm sweating here. Oh. Yeah, it's tough, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tough.
I don't know.
The fact that they've stretched it out like this, it's ah!
All right.
Strength of mind. Okay,
Yep.
They planted their stance.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Yeah, yeah. Takamura was like, be impartial, be impartial.
Yeah.
Don't start cheering on Ippo, you know, with his microphone and everything. Here we go.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Oh, they're going for it. Look at that. That is... Oh,
oh man. No.
No, this is just the halfway point.
Okay. Yeah.
What
I was
happened,
gonna say.
though? They're recapping this to show a different perspective?
I don't know.
Or how it feels or hears, how they hear it, like...
Right.
Just all they hear is their own heartbeat in their head or something. Jeez, oh, they just...
Wow.
Oh, way to dodge that, Ippo. Oh, this
is amazing.
This is awesome.
This is fantastic.
Oh. Yeah, keep going, keep going.
Wow.
Breathe.
Yeah, you did all that underwater training. Come on.
Oh! Oh! Oh, that!
Whoa!
Oh, here we go! This is it! Oh, he dodged it. Down. He dodged that one too!
No way! That's some
legend!
flow like a butterfly stuff right there. Oh yeah, he was way slower. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, here it is! Oh,
dodge
ZOT!
it. You can maybe dodge it. You can maybe dodge it. Dodge.
Oh! Oh, he's done! Oh, the knees!
Yeah, and the opening's playing.
Oh my god!
But he could get back up.
Wow!
He could get back up.
Yeah, he only went down to his knees.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, go, go, go. Don't fall. You can do this. You can do this. You can raise him. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Go on, the OP is playing for you.
What?
I like boxing.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Ah!
Yeah! All right.
Oh. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. What a way to end it. It wasn't wasn't until he had declared his love for boxing.
Yep. Okay. Okay.
Ah! It's like, oh, don't overexert yourself, buddy. He like lifts
Picks
him up
into the air.
Yeah, Chief, go, go!
Don't throw out your back though.
Nah, he's a tough old cookie. He's got this. Oh, nice, nice.
All right.
I wish you could both win.
Exactly.
Who's that guy in the audience?
Yeah.
You understand exactly. Oh, nice. The respect shown from. Oh my god! Holy crap! Yeah! Takamura! Yeah! Where'd he go? Ah! He ditched!
Yep.
He ditched! He's fired up. He's like, oh, this is gonna be good. Oh my god, yeah. Get this boy to a hospital!
5 rounds.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Oh.
Oh. Whoa. Yeah. Like he's trying with his broken Japanese.
Yep.
Ara, ara. Yeah. Because he is really young still. Like.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I was waiting for this.
Yeah,
I was waiting for this. Yeah.
美味しい。
あら、お上手なのね。
上手？食べ方。
いや、そうじゃなくて、親の気も知らないでって言いたくなるけど。
Yeah, because he doesn't know that story. Yeah. Oh.
なんであれ、息子の頑張ってる姿って母親にはいいものだから。
Yep.
See this? See this look at his face?
Oh yeah.
As he's like,
yep.
He's like that. He's like, that was actually all I needed. He was like,
yep. I'm not crying. You're crying.
Yep. Oh, what a guy.
Yep.
たくさん書くことがあるから書き出していいかわからないくらい話がある。でも結びの言葉は決まったよ。母さん、僕は頑張っています。
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
La 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 la. Hey. Perfect. They are all perfect.
Yep.
Yes. Da 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 da. Da na 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 na. Da na na. Da 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 da.
I think Sendo and Volg would get along very well.
I agree. I definitely agree. Like, as far as as far as things go, very much so.
Oh, there's just something about when there's someone who's not boxing just for themselves but for someone else.
Oh man, y'all, this was the perfect end to a boxing match.
Yep.
We had a reversal after that incredible punch, and then we are pulled we're swept up in the energy of it. Volg's like actually able to potentially win this, and then it comes down to the wire as they're both just barely able to move, throwing punches.
Oh yeah, the way they did that with the everything slowed down and like
the sounds muted.
Yeah, and the lower frame rate and everything, and like just things just not being clear, like what's what, and that was great.
It felt really good to see this as the end of the match rather than it being that kind of semi-lucky gazelle punch,
Right, exactly. They made it something, because
they made it an emotional ending.
They made it an emotional ending
and a hype ending.
And I feel like in Ippo fights, there's this point where, especially on like the ones that sort of like really matter, because they're the ones that are more like, okay, these fights don't matter quite as much,
right?
Where there's the will Ippo be able to win, and then when it shifts into Ippo's winning, right? Then it shifts into, we need to sell this not of Ippo winning, but of the other person losing
their effort,
right? We need to sell their effort, right? Make sure that it's shown just how hard they're working, because it's twofold, right? It's fantastic by basically giving to the not main character, right? You build up the main character and you build up them, because then we care about the fact that we're losing, and we see how hard they're working and everything. And that also goes to show that Ippo's doing a great job, right? He really is doing a great job. And this episode, this fight in particular, it did it so well.
It did it really well.
Because I was cheering for Volg. Like usually you would think that the person getting back up one more time, that'd be the kind of thing you'd be cheering for the main character. No, but I was cheering for Volg, and he lifted up his arms and everything, and it's like, oh yeah, wait, this is it. They're doing all this. I mean, he's doing it, but Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and
there was a really cool thing being shown between the two coaches of this idea of Volg's brilliance and bright talent and what that does when you try to stand in that talent. So Volg shines a brilliant light by being one of the greatest boxers of his time, according to the coach, his coach. When you stand there, though, you basically could get blinded by it. But the coach says, Kamigawa says, no, it's not that you got blinded. It's that you cast a shadow because you stood in his light, you stood in his brilliance, so you didn't see your blind spots. It's not about him blinding you because you were dazzled by his brilliance. It's that you're not brimming with your own shining talent. So you then unfortunately have a spot where the light doesn't fully envelop you. And there's a shadow spot. And what that visually means is that this isn't something where you screwed up royally or anything like that, but you didn't you didn't cover all your bases. Basically,
it shows where his coach is able to grow, which is something they haven't really done before, of making it like because yes, Volg can also get better, with like endurance and things like that, right? But the idea of it not just being about the people in the ring,
right? And when he comes back to the corner, the coach was like, I have something special to convey you, but because I saw that look in your eyes, I'm not going to say it. He said, that's some good willpower. Now, he's conceding the point that willpower is the only thing that's keeping him up at this stage here, because he's beyond Volg's beyond his training at this point. So rather than stand in his light again, he moves back and let there be no shadows even close to him. Lets him shine fully in his own brilliance and continue on here. Then he ends up fighting on his own like energy, not just that he wasn't the one doing it or that he was being puppeteered by the coach. No. The coach was doing a great job of kind of
what a coach is supposed to do.
What a coach is supposed to do. So then when he has these moments that he's barely able to stand, that he's clinching to hold on, those are the kinds of things where they even commented on how that's not even the pride of being the amateur world champion is making him like hold back. He's desperate to stay up. That's an example, I think, of Volg acting on kind of his own willpower. It's nothing to do with like, I don't even know if this is even a thing, but I don't know if boxers have a branding kind of thing that they have to think about, but like, maybe at this point, if he was, at this point in the match or what have you, the coach might have him do something like, hey, you're ahead on points, so, do this style of thing. But he's like, no, actually, you might actually have a chance to win with that look in your eyes. So I'm going to let whatever that is run its course, and I'll look out for you. But you go, Volg. You just go. Be free. Have your enjoyable fight. And it's at the end of that fight, at the end of having that moment of freedom, where he goes, I think I like boxing. And it's just
and the idea that basically he did the thing of he stood back up when everyone's thinking, no, there's no way, right? And he did the thing. He showed that he had become stronger. He had taken in the wolf, right? And then it's like
the ice and the snow moment. That was so good.
That was awesome. That was absolutely fantastic. And then it's like, okay, all right, I did it. And now there's nothing left, And the thing is like there's a part of me that wishes they had continued from that point, but like I almost feel like, because this show is, I don't think they're ever going to do wins by points with Ippo's matches.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean,
it's less exciting.
Yeah, it's less exciting, you know, and it's the, you know, it's the legend of the person that goes the distance, knocking out all his opposition, right? Because there are you know, there are people like that, right?
Yeah.
So this, like, I feel like this is kind of them basically giving the best possible ending that they can to the situation.
Oh, absolutely.
That maintains all the hype of the battle, because like if Volg, like how would you top this if Volg did stay up? Like what would you even do? How would you end it? Like, because you've already pulled out all the stops for both people. At that point, it's just, you know,
I think it would be a thing where there would be a constant state of them both clinching, and it would be about them basically giving each other a chance to breathe, and they would actually, they might even be able to have their own kind of little telepathic conversation through the next thing I was going to bring up, which was the fact that there were so many words exchanged over the course of this fight. You know what the coach said.
Yeah.
And basically the communication between the two of them, and that Ippo would be like, "I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you finally like boxing. I'm glad." Because you know what this reminds me of from another one of my favorite anime of all time? Goodest Boy, Tsukishima.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna keep it a little bit vague because
right. Yes,
it's a very hype moment for Tsukishima.
Yep.
But having his moment here for Volg reminds me exactly of that moment. Yosha!
Yeah, and if anything, right, because it's like that, I just want to see it keep going after.
Right.
But because they're pitted against each other, and you know, you kind of can't. Like they're like, yeah.
Oh, but we're totally going to see Volg again at some point.
We are going to see Volg again. And the thing
especially
is,
since this anime is so dang large and long, like there's got to be a way that we'll see like recurring boxers, you know, show up again. Like we saw Mashiba. He's what, going up against Kimura, or he went up against Kimura? I forgot. But we've got I believe it was Kimura, but it's in his own tournament or something.
Right.
That, yeah.
But oh boy, like I think Volg is Volg I believe is my favorite side character in Ippo of like the opponents. Now it might just be recency bias, right? It could totally be that, because you know, Mashiba with Sendo, you know, it was like, it was real, right? And I guess that's one of the things that really makes this show special, because it's not just Ippo, right? Ippo could carry an amazing show by himself, right? And it would be fantastic. But I feel like it's Ippo in combination with his opponents. That makes this the show that it is.
I
right?
agree.
And I want to see more of Volg. I want to see I want to see him get to the point where, you know, he's able to have his mom's hot soup again. But what we got with Ippo's mom, and you know, giving him the apple slices and everything, that was also, it's like okay, all right, I see we're playing dirty now. Like,
that was the emotional cathartic ending.
That was underhanded.
Yeah, that was a low blow though, as far as how you decided to do this, because we're thinking, oh, sweet, we get a moment with Ippo and his mom, and okay, well, Ippo's still unconscious, but okay.
At least it wasn't something of like, you should have dinner with us sometime or something, you know, where he still gets to actually have hot soup. You know,
that would have been
like that would have been too much.
He would have probably like left the table. He's like, nope, I'm not allowed to have hot soup unless it's with my actual mom. So,
anyways,
they had this moment here. And they even put in a little Ara joke when she's like, "Oh, you're so smooth," and he's like, "Wait, about how I eat?"
Yes, right. Because he, you know, he doesn't have a super firm grasp of the language. You know, he's not exactly sure.
She's like, "No, not that." She can like detect Mama's boy on this guy because he's so wholesome, but he's also like very like humble and respectful and very you know. I would say, you know, nervous around another mother in this
right, and then adding on top of that the language barrier, and you know,
for sure. But then the fact that he gets the little flashback of his mom when he sees Ippo's mom, it's just like,
we knew what you were doing, Joe. We knew that you were going to go there, but
And Ippo's the one that collapses
and gets carried out on the stretcher.
He needed that stretcher.
Yep,
that was great.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there's going to be this funny thing where they make a joke about how, like, you know, Volg's coach was the one that called the ambulance.
Oh,
so their organization ends up paying for said ambulance or something. I think
it
like
would just
that.
be like the boxing organization that put on the fight also
Probably.
Does any ambulance, things.
Yeah, they have a number that's like
just on speed dial.
Speed dial, yeah. Just hit one button, boop, and then
yep.
ambulance.
You need one. Okay, yeah,
on their way. Yep. They're like sitting in the ambulance, like waiting, watching the fight on the TV, like up in the corner.
You think they'll call us? Probably.
Like at about this point,
Do you think they'll need 2? Maybe.
Like they've got it live, but it's on like a delay, by like 30 seconds or something like that. So then they're like, yeah, Ippo won. Oh my God, what a fight.
Wait.
And then they're like, oh yeah, Volg looks like he needs to. Oh, wait, nope, there goes Ippo. Oh, and then, okay, there we go.
I gotta say though, as far as the aesthetic choice of the wolf, I love that. I love that because
Yes.
like it makes me think of like Game of Thrones with like the Starks and getting the direwolves and stuff like there's because on the one hand, right, because the wolf, I just love wolves. They're basically like the dog, right, and everybody loves dogs, right? But then they're also the dog that will like tear throats out and things like that. Like it's the dog with the fight, you know.
Yeah, there's this male fantasy with regards to the wolf being the prime example of the I would say both the social alpha and the powerful loner. And it's this contradiction, I think, that that guys, for some reason, they wish they could be both. And I don't know what it is, but if you want to understand some aspect of male psyche, you got to look at the wolf. There's something there. I don't know what it is. What's that aspect of the totem of the wolf for the barbarian?
Yeah, and it's so underutilized. Like people always go totem of the bear or something, but it's the wolf is freaking awesome, especially if you're not playing with flanking rules. But anyways, like the idea, like I think it has something to do with the idea of like surviving out in the snow. Like that sounds way cooler than like out in the savannah. I mean, like.
Bears aren't in the savannah.
Well, yeah, I know, but bears are also like lazy bums that sleep for, like however long.
Especially bears near here, they're just foragers. They're just black bears that are smaller.
Whereas the wolf is like mobile, agile, hostile,
Well, yeah, but I think the wolf thing gets idealized a little bit because we imagine usually the singular wolf, which you'll never see.
Right. The lone wolf dies. Yeah.
Yeah. The wolf is usually in a pack. And I think the sad thing about Volg's story is that if you look at his story, he is the lone wolf. He is alone, and he has his coach, but his coach is not a wolf. His coach is effectively the handler in this situation, but he is not family. He is another species, if you will.
I think
giving him sage training and giving him wise advice, but he's the owl basically floating above, whispering wisdoms into his ear,
and he's going to
bounds along,
right? And they're going to do much better the second time around, like way better, right? I think I know one of the other things too about why the wolf aesthetic is so like strikes a chord in guys a lot, because there's a whole idea of the lone wolf, right, which doesn't actually work in nature. That's not how it is, right?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
and I think it gets on the oftentimes not addressed insecurity of guys about basically having their pack.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So
sure,
because that might be a sensitive spot, they all wish they could just be the lone wolf, right? And just be by themselves and be totally fine.
They prefer the pack.
But they prefer the pack, and they know that deep down they need the pack. But, And the wolf exemplifies
it's the contradiction of the two.
Yeah.
The social alpha versus the...
Right. Yeah. Not like the lions that'll chase out the other ones out of their harem.
Exactly. Not the lion type alpha. The social alpha. Meaning what that is someone who basically walks around the back of the pack.
Right.
And governs the rear of a bunch of people and is the supporter and is basically the...
And actually
the
leaves
protector,
the den.
the guardian. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Not some 22 hours sleeps a day, 22 hours of sleeping a day.
And then 2 hours of eating and mating.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's a different fantasy.
That's a different fantasy. Exactly. Oh my god, this was some hilarious discussion here.
But I want to see more of Volg in the future.
Date Eiji is in the runnings, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
We are probably going to go through some recovery and some training and a little bit of like hype rebuild up,
so that way Ippo can get past sheer heart attack.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, guys. He's not wrong, am I right? Like if there was ever a point in the OP that I think might be somewhat of a spoiler, it's the part where Ippo's getting up at the very end, and the fact that he looks like he's almost paralyzed, or like he just had a near heart attack.
Sure.
It could be that he just took one of Date Eiji's punches there, and he just gets back up slowly.
Although the thing is,
so well
it's
for
perfectly
every
camouflaged because it fits so well for everything, with Ippo. So, yeah.
But Date Eiji, he's not that old. That's the thing that I keep having to remind myself. He's not 45.
He's 28.
Yep, he's 28, and he's a grizzled veteran still.
He's your age.
He's my age!
Yeah.
I want to see something. This face is 28. Date Eiji, editor, put him right there, like there. This is 28, and so is this. 28. 28. What?
Anime.
What?
Yeah.
Anyway, Date Eiji versus Ippo. That's coming. They might do like other things in between this.
Yeah,
and
maybe
that
a couple,
but
that would be pretense. Like, let's be real. Like we'd know that the next real thing is Eiji.
Ooh, can I get a little meta here?
Oh, sure.
We only have two more episodes of this. OP.
Of 52, and then one of the things that I gotta say though, I loved, speaking of the OP. Yes. I love that the OP played during this match.
Of course,
and the thing is, it played during the match, but you're not sure whether it's playing for Ippo and he's about to finally win, or it's playing for Volg saying, get back up again.
It was playing for Ippo and it was playing for Volg at two different points. Yeah, there was a point in the beginning of when it started playing that it was playing for Ippo.
Right.
And then it takes a break, and then I think it comes back again at a different point in the song. For Volg, and that was really cool. It exemplified it, it personified it, and it just, I'm trying to find the right words, but it was the perfect picture of that guy in the stands who's just like, I wanted both of you to win. You know? I was just like, and I love you, random citizen.
Yeah. It's so true. It's so true.
Yes.
Because here's the thing. Like, I know this is probably going to be Ippo's undefeated full KO story, right? I would love it though. Or in this situation, I would have loved it if Ippo lost.
Yeah, if Ippo lost here during Volg's fight, I would not have been sad.
Yeah, they helped me come to terms with the fact that Volg was going to lose, but I still would have loved for him to win. I
feel like this is both the blessing and curse of sports anime.
Yep.
Is that only under very specific circumstances and very specific types of stories can you get away with your main character losing consistently.
Well,
like I think they can definitely have it be a thing where a winning streak gets broken for Ippo. I definitely think that could happen. I think that this would have been one of the perfect subversions of expectation to have it happen because we were so rooting for Volg. But now that they've done this here, let's keep the hype train going.
Yeah, he's going to be.
Let's have this be the story about the opponents having to deal with loss, and Ippo having to basically deal with the consequences of what it means to go this hard into a sport professionally that has like the highest actually, maybe, I think that's what they said, highest mortality rate of any sport out there. Probably. I think there are probably some other fighting type sports that are probably pretty much the same or what have you, but just this.
What I'm feeling here is that, you know how they mentioned with previous boxers, where when they lose, they want Ippo to go the distance, right? Which is a very natural thing, right? Yes. When you lose, you want the person who beat you to go the distance. That way you say, hey, at least I lost against the person who won it all, right?
Right.
I feel like that here, where because Ippo beat Volg, and I was rooting for Volg, now I want Ippo, now it's like, now Ippo, go. You destroy all the opposition,
go
you know.
To the world.
Yeah.
And I think that's definitely a thing that they could do, because it would make any time he'd revisit a previous character from a fight. Like I was thinking of Jason Otsuma recently.
Oh yeah.
Like probably one of my favorite wholesome opponents we've had, and just the idea that he could bump into Ippo again, and it'd be a thing. I'm like, whoa, Ippo, you're this far. You've won this many tournaments. I've been following your career, but like I didn't know you were doing this well. Wow.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. I just it'd be good. It'd be good.
Yeah. And if Volg and Sendo ever meet, that would be great. Like it's just little headcanon, whatever. Yeah.
There was like real love exchanged in that boxing ring at the very end of the match when they were just like, bro,
this is one of the things where I feel like because with Haikyuu, right, you can they still very much give the development and the emotional connection and everything to the other teams, right? But because it's a team-based sport, I feel like they can do more on the main team because there's more characters.
Yes.
So there isn't this need, like, because in Ippo, they've already given Ippo so much build up and whatnot that when we get into fights like this, towards the end, it's like, the only other place to go is with the opponent, right?
Right.
Psych, you can also go for the coaches, but but the idea that like whereas in something like say Haikyuu, right, there's so many people on the team that you have plenty of people to give development to, right?
Yeah.
Whereas with this, I feel like it makes it almost sadder because Ippo, absolutely, you go, buddy.
Yeah.
But then they make us so attached to his opponents.
Yeah.
And then, only one person can win. Or at least only one person can win the match.
Yeah.
But multiple people can win in different ways.
So, yeah. Y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion.
Thank you for getting us to watch Ippo.
The next episode's reaction and discussion. Right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length reaction there. And all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us about these stories, about anime in general. And you can also check out Jacob's book that he wrote.
Because, this is your first time hearing about it, right? Yeah. My sci-fi novel, Battle Lines, still available for order on Amazon. Links in the description. Go check it out. Check out the reviews on there. Leave your own review if you get it,
Yeah. So if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.